Welcome back to my beauty room. So today I've got this little section of my beauty room, like little bins of makeup I plan on trying. And then if you guys remember, if you're new here, then you're not gonna know, but I gutted this room, okay? It was a lot last year. My bestie was like, Rhonda, you've got to start working and filming in there. I was scared to death of making it a mess again. I'm slowly starting to get into the things that I had planned on reviewing literally summer of last year. One of being some makeup from Dollar General. Yeah, I bought this back in the summertime and I never got around to trying it out, and here we are. So if you didn't know, your Dollar General sells makeup. If you are curious about the Believe Beauty, which I'm sure there's already a ton of videos on it, but I personally have never tried it. So I picked up a light medium powder. Looks like this is, I don't even remember, a glowing highlighter, got an eyeshadow, two concealers that look darn near the same, but in fact are two different colors, and I did get a foundation. So that's what we're gonna play with today. I don't know if I can link any of this stuff, and if I can't, that's okay. Dollar General is literally everywhere, and I feel like down south, we have them everywhere. At every corner, every block, every city has probably about 3, and if you don't, well, I don't know, man. Anyways, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name's Rhonda, and we just embrace the hot mess over here. It is a good fun time playing, talking, reviewing. I do want to give a big shout out and thank you to my YouTube member for helping to support the channel and showing up. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Those of you that are sharing my content over on Facebook, thank you guys bunches and bunches. And to those of you that are clicking and tipping and donating to the channel, thank you guys so much. My rosacea is out in full force, so that is fun. Little story time on that. I'm gonna go ahead and prime I was gonna do my teeth whitener, but I'm being lazy and I don't feel like it at the moment. But if you want a really good teeth whitener strips that you can find at Walmart, Guru, NANDA are the ones that I swear by all the time, especially if you have sensitive teeth. They have coconut oil in there. Love these. I actually cut them in half so they last even longer. Anyway, so I'm going to be getting laser treatment on this rosacea, and I wanted to know if anybody has had that done. I'd actually gone for microneedling treatment December, I think. And my lady who, I guess what is she called? Well, she's a nurse actually, so I'm gonna call her a nurse. She was like, oh yeah, you need to talk to Kathy, who does like my lip filler and everything. FYI, my face is gonna turn red. I'm not being rough with it. That's just how my skin is. She was like, you need to talk to Kathy. We'll talk about getting some laser on here to really help with all that redness, because I jokingly call it my temperature gauge. When I'm hot, I'm gonna go in with the one size of my T-zone. I thought maybe I should try like this cream on my area, which was so dumb, that I did on my neck when I had the laser treatment on my neck. I put it right here, and all it did was just flare it out so bad. So I'm dealing with a flare up right now, so that's fun. That was all my doing. So we're gonna go ahead. We've got those primers on. That is just my perfect primer combination right now. You know what, I was like, why does my eyes look off? I was just staring at a computer and I didn't put my LUMIFY drops on. Give me a second. Okay, so this is the Believe Skin Finish Foundation. It is a medium to full coverage. I have no clue if I shade matched myself. I did get a neutral tan, and I was more or less just looking for making sure nothing was unsealed. Ooh. Okay, so we've got like a nice little pump on here, and everything was so crazy affordable too. Like, I was shocked at how affordable this makeup was. All right, so it said medium to full coverage. I wonder if it's buildable, because I definitely feel like it's medium right off the bat. Almost like a skin tint, because I still see my redness peeking through a little bit. I don't notice a smell. This Ultra Human ring that I wear all the time, it reminds you and lets you know when you should taper off from caffeine. I just got the notification. Okay, so right off the bat, I think it's a pretty finish, but I wouldn't call it a full coverage foundation. I'm gonna go in with one more. I don't know, I kind of like it. Honestly, I kind of just like it looking like this. It doesn't look cakey at all. It looks really nice. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can cover a little bit more of the redness. And I don't feel like that's any fault of this foundation. That is me and my bad habits of putting skincare where it doesn't belong. And like I said, right off the bat, it doesn't feel heavy or anything. All right, so as far as the shade goes, I think that this neutral tan, I said natural tan, neutral tan definitely works. I like that. For concealers, I think I'm gonna just go in with light beige. I don't know why I feel the need to smell it. Okay, so your covered liquid concealer. That's all it says. Believe Beauty. Let's see. That's not my shade. Hold up, wait a minute. That is definitely too dark for that area. It feels like it was darker than the foundation. So we're gonna jump into Fair because that was definitely not what I was expecting. Okay, so Fair, I feel like definitely is more my shade. I put a lot over the redness. All right, let's leave it like that. Okay. First thing I'm definitely noticing right away with this, it's oxidizing. I don't know if you guys can tell with the camera, but it has oxidized a lot on my skin. I'm not upset about it. I'm just really glad that I went with the Fair because, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, if you are Haley's like porcelain skin, this would have been what she would have grabbed, and that wouldn't have worked for her. So I'm gonna do it first with the beauty sponge, and then I'm gonna go in with my typical concealer brush because this definitely doesn't have too much coverage. It's definitely like a lightweight serum-y, but you can see that my redness is showing up again. So let's cake this mother trucker up. I'm just not gonna go too crazy under the eye, like too high up. We're gonna put the majority of it down here. We're gonna 2016 it up, okay? I'm gonna go with whatever is left on my foundation brush and just kind of add a little bit more to blend it in. And then we've got the Believe Matte Blur Loose Powder. I got in light medium. The first ingredient is mica, then silica, and then we've got another like a cornstarch ingredient, then talc, then dimethicone. So talc is in here, but it's lower on the list, which I kind of like that better, to be honest, that it's not the first ingredient. Okay, I don't feel like I could, no, I can't do this one underneath my eyes. I'll show you guys. I just think it's gonna be too dark. So look, I'm gonna do it like on the side of my nose. And since the concealer already oxidized, I'm like, ooh, are you going to too? Let me zoom you guys in. To zoom you guys in sooner, sorry. I'm gathering my thoughts. I will say I actually like, it has a little bit of coverage to it, and I do feel like it is kind of blurring things up. I'm gonna go in with a different one for under my eyes. I mean, you can see it definitely blurred. I mean, this is like kind of one size status here, and I like the color for my skin because one thing I'm dealing with right now with the one size powder, as much as I flip and love it, I'm dealing with the shade, what is this, the translucent, being too fair. So when I put it on with my tan, which I know I don't match right now, it's looking very funny. So I do like that this is seemingly a good shade and it's working. Blurring, oh my goodness. I really like that. Okay, so I went ahead and set all that. Let me go ahead, I don't have a bronzer or anything, so let me go ahead and finish with my under eyes, which for my under eyes I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom. And then for bronzer and everything, you guys, oh my good heavens, let me just tell you all, this was in my Ipsy or BoxyCharm by Ipsy. This is the Pink Lips Cappuccino. This is more, for me personally, this ends up being more of like a contour. It's cool tone. So I just use this as my contour, this as my bronzer. This is the Huda Beauty and Butterscotch Faux Filter Concealer. The struggle is real. Okay, let me do that. And then I'll be back with what looks like, I think all three of these are going to be a highlighter in my eyes. Okay, so for my distant relatives up here, I use the ABH Brow Freeze and then the AOA Studio medium brown pencil. I really like this. All right, so I actually was able to find that Believe Beauty Cosmetics has a website, and they literally specifically say sold at Dollar General. So here's the deal. I did not find the foundation on here, but the concealer was only like $4. So I think from memory, which is poo, it was like $6 or $7. The powder on here, it was only $5. Maybe everything was showing up $4 to $5. I think that's what it is. And the eyeshadow palette was at like $5.50. And this highlighter palette right here was $5.50. So anywhere from that. Are you leaving? All right, hold on. All right, sorry guys, my boy was leaving for class. But here's the thing, when I'm on their website, the amount of things that they have is flipping amazing. Like, they have a dual-ended contour stick. They have a Glow Trio highlighter. Like, the Dollar Tree or Dollar General that I was at, I literally thought they had so much stuff, but there's even flipping more. It's funny enough though, they don't have the foundation on here. So, but anyways, the prices really good. They even have false lashes. Like, holy guacamole. Eyeliner, liquid liner, brow pencils. Anywhere from $3 and change up to what I'm seeing right now, including brushes. Like, I think the most I've seen is $5.50. All right, so let's go ahead. And for the powder, like I said, I did the Huda Beauty under my eyes. The rest of my face, I did go back in with this powder. I'm really liking it. I really like how blurring it is, but I will say my skin does feel a little on the dry side. So I'm going to go in with my OFRA Cosmetics Makeup Fixer. This stuff is amazing. I need life back in my skin right now. See, that gives me my glow back. Hold on, did I get my forehead? There, got it. I really would like if they had cream products, but I don't see any of that on the website. But if you guys have tried this, like, let me know. All right, so it looks like this. Oh my God, that feels nice. So it's 6 pans, and majority is looking to be shimmers. So that's what the shades look like. I mean, I'm not going to worry about swatching because, as we know, swatches don't tell the story. I'm not wiping this on my desk. I keep a paper towel here. So, like, I use the same little thingy, but I clean it off before I go into a new powder. All right, so I'm going to start off with this shade up here. It's just kind of a bone shade, kind of like a satin shade. I'm going to probably go in with my nice dirty blinged brush because I've been too lazy to clean it, but you know, it is what it is. It's fine. The only other shadows that are going to be on here is in fact from my palette right here that I just have to shout you guys out one more time. Thank you guys for selling it out at Ulta. Online, they have restocked it, so if you do want to pick it up, thank you much. If you follow me over on TikTok, I don't know if it's still going to be on sale over there, but it was on sale for $29 and change, and then at OFRA Cosmetics, and you could use my coupon code and save an additional 20%. Love. All right, so let's jump into this bone shade, and I'm just going to put that up by my brow. I'm not going to like set my entire lid. This will be like a simple look. You guys know me. I am going to go in. I'm a little scared. I'm going to go with this darker shade, but I am going to have to switch my brush because I need a little bit thinner of a brush. You guys, you know what I'm realizing in my older age? You know how they have dad jokes that are just painstakingly awful? I've started mom jokes now that I've become a cat mom. Like, my baby, I was petting her and she started purring. I said, oh baby, you're purring because you're perfect. Please don't click away and do not unsubscribe, okay? Listen, I'm in a new stage of life, all right? My baby is about to turn 18. That in fact means all of my baby children are now adults. That's weird. Okay, that's weird. So I'm just going to do what I call the tap, tap, dab, dab. And just kind of, apparently, I don't know what, I thought I was going to do the corner of my, like the V. Nope. I had a moment and I just took it on the entire section. We're not doing an outer V with it. We're just doing the whole shebang. Whatever's left, place it underneath. Maybe pick yourself in the eye. I don't know. Don't worry about the blend, we'll deal with that in a bit. It's a trust the process, therefore Rhonda will be playing music right about now. Okay, I'm gonna just go in with a fluffy brush and a little bit of this bone shade and kind of tap it and then swirl it over the little line of demarcation. I'm also gonna take it and place it right on the lid just to kind of set a base for putting one of the shimmers on here. And for shimmer, I'm gonna go in with this lightest one. That is so pretty, and I'm gonna just kind of plop it mostly in the middle and then work it all over, like 3/4 of the way, not all the way to the end. Then I wanna go in with this one and put that one a little, not all the way to the end, but just a smidge, because this is where it gets real crinkly. Okay, I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara, liner, lips. I'll come back and do my lips and play with this, and I need to change the battery, so I'll be right back. All right, so for my mascara, the trusty L'Oreal Panorama. Then for my tight line and my waterline, you guys know I've been on the struggle bus to find a really good black liner to take the place of the Tarte Sugar Rush or whatever it was called liner that I'd gotten years ago. Anyways, found one. It's by Milk Makeup. It's amazing. It's the Infinity Long Wear Eyeliner. It does not bleed down to my nude Makeup Geek shade, so I was super excited to find that. Actually, thank you to Milk Makeup because they had actually sent that to me. Freaking amazing. I also did add some of my Milk Makeup Haze Brow Cush gel stuff because it just gives a really good dimension to the brows, and my brows are already on the struggle bus. So for lips, I am gonna just go ahead and pair, this is by the Appeal Cosmetics Ultra Cream Lipstick in what shade? Exposed. But first I'm gonna put my Gerard Cosmetics lip liner on in the shade CHER. I have some vitamin E lip stuff on from OFRA Cosmetics. That stuff's amazing. And by the way, if you have dry under eyes, put your vitamin E under here too, and when you're doing your lips, and you're gonna have beauteous under eyes. All right, so I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you love the Charlotte Tilbury Medium 2 Pillow Talk Liner, CHER is a good comparable pencil for that. And I don't know if I'll have this video up in time, but Gerard Cosmetics currently has their Super Bowl sale going on right now. Hopefully they extend it. But yeah, this CHER liner, literally, I am stocking up on it because I love the shade of that medium 2 from Charlotte Tilbury, and I love the price of the Gerard Cosmetics. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. This was in a Ipsy or BoxyCharm. Love that. And then I'm gonna top it with my lip gloss from OFRA Cosmetics and Butterfly Kisses. I gotta get another one. I swear, every time that I put a lipstick on or a liquid lippy, I always am topping it with my Butterfly Kisses. And it's so cute. My 17-year-old, soon to be 18-year-old, like wears Butterfly Kisses all the time. All the time. By itself. It's so beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the Believe Beauty. This is the medium to deep Get Glowing Highlight and Contour. That's a contour? I love how soft everything is. Alright, well, I guess. I feel like that's gonna look really muddy on me. I don't want to jack up my makeup, so I think what I'm gonna do is kind of make this into a blush, mix those two together and get a blush out of them, and then try that highlight. All right, so I'm gonna just mix these two shades together. It did it. Shoot. I guess that was the only one that they probably had. But yeah, it definitely is splotchy on me. So let's continue with the other side. Try and go lighter. I think it would be actually pretty if I just did this center one, this peachy one. Yeah. I think the peach one in the center is better for me. I'm going to add a little bit of the highlighter in here, like up through here, just real lightly. Oh, I like that. That's actually really pretty. And I don't really notice a line, so I think I'm able to get away with this shade. And I've already got my lips on, so I can't put it on my upper lip like I love to do. Okay, let's talk, guys. Let's talk about this Believe Beauty makeup. Before we talk about it, let me set my face one more time. This smells so good. That's what I smelled on my powder brush. That smells delicious. Let me fan my face. Yeah, you just can't beat the OFRA Cosmetics makeup fixer. If you need to bring life back into your face, if you put too much powder on, maybe it's starting to dry your face, get the makeup fixer. Game changer. Real talk, let's talk about this Believe Beauty makeup. Would I repurchase anything? Do I recommend anything for you guys? So right off the bat, it does say Skin Finish Foundation. I'm going to stick with I definitely feel like it is more medium coverage, definitely buildable. We could still see that redness through, and I actually like the way it looked. I thought it looked really nice, skin finish like your skin but better. Shade was great, really like that. I would actually repurchase this. Next in here, the concealers. Whatever you think is your shade, you need to go up a couple shades, because especially if a lot of makeup oxidizes on you, I like the way it looks under my eyes. I don't think it looks crusty. I definitely feel like the OFRA makeup fixer really helped bring life back into my skin, because without it, I did feel like my skin was getting a little dry. For the concealer, $4. Yeah, heck yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Just keep in mind it's going to oxidize. I didn't really notice the foundation oxidizing, which is a really common issue that I do have, but I didn't really notice that oxidizing as much as I did the concealer. Next, this powder. Oh yeah, this powder is a staple. I will continuously get this. I did get, once again, light to medium. You would need something lighter if you wanted to put it under your eyes, but I'll be 100 with y'all. This is going to be too drying for me personally under my eyes. I don't care how much I would prep my under eyes. This is just going to be not it. Because I noticed on the rest of my skin, as I progressed, it was definitely sucking what little moisture I have. Hence why I kept respraying the OFRA. But as far as the matte, it's definitely blurring, and I would definitely put it right up there with my One Size powder. I love the light medium shade. I was able to put this on my face, and it doesn't have like a weird funky contrast from tan to whatever. Like, it's beautiful. Okay, all that to say beautiful. This, I think personally for me, I want to see it in light to medium, because this contour was a no-go for me. It was like instant muddy. I mean, I think we pulled it together, we can get away with it. I will say, I do think these two shades are beautiful. And again, this is what, $5.50? Definitely worth the $5.50. Even if I'm only using the two shades in here, heck yeah, you can't beat it. This palette, the eyeshadow palette, I want to get this in more colors. This for $5.50. And keep in mind too, I've never used the coupon, but I started getting texts from Dollar General. They have like a $25 coupon or something on certain Saturdays, I think it is. When you purchase so much you get a coupon for whatever off, and I'm like, I want to go back and fill my cart with a bunch of this makeup. I gotta find one that has more of a selection. But yeah, I love this one. This is Nearly Nude eyeshadow, 6-pan eyeshadow. This turned out beautiful. Honestly, it reminds me of the look I just did with the Dominique Cosmetics Essentials palette. It literally reminds me of that look. So if you like that look but you don't want to pay the price of that palette, which by the way is a great palette, I would go with this one. $5.50. Heck freaking yeah. So I mean, all in all, I'm pleasantly surprised. This is an amazing brand, and I love that they have such a huge selection depending on your Dollar General and all of that, but for the price, it's good. So I'm gonna do a end of the day check-in because it's about 6:30. So technically this foundation has only been on 4.5, 5 hours, but you guys, okay, first of all, eye makeup perfection. I've ate, I've done laundry, I've been working, and I mean, I know that the lipstick and lip liner and lip gloss weren't part of everything, but still, I don't think that's too shabby. But as far as the makeup goes, I think it wore really good. Like, I will definitely be using all of the products again, but most importantly, I am literally so in love with the eye palette and the face powder. I think out of everything, those two are my absolute favorite. So like I said, this is only 4.5, 5 hours worth of wear time, but I'm really pleased with this Dollar General makeup. I think definitely look into it, check it out. I think you're gonna be pretty happy. I mean, I don't know, I'm trying to get to where you guys can see, like, everything looks great. I will use this concealer again for sure. So anyways, let me know, have you guys tried it out? I'm really happy. And I'm like this a lot, like, yeah, and I think it stayed on pretty doggone well. Anyways, if I can link anything down below, I will definitely do that for y'all. I don't think that I can, but I hope that this video was helpful and maybe you're interested in the Believe Beauty Cosmetics as well. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Anyways, friends, that's all for today's video. Definitely make sure to check out Ulta if you want to pick up my palette, or OFRA Cosmetics, because you can get 20% off with code HOTMESS. Thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end, check me out on my other channels, Hotmess Momma Vlogs for Curvy Girl fashion hauls over there, and of course Hotmess in the House, and then of course my podcast with my oldest, Unconditional Hot Mess. You can find us on Spotify as well as on YouTube here, TikTok and Instagram at Hotmess Momma 04. And until next time, friends, as always, kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone.